It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I'm really excited. And the reason why I'm really excited is that we have had plans approved. I have them here. I will show you in a moment. It's been a long process, a process of finance. Finance is very difficult at the moment for most people, including myself. So it's finding the money to fund this sort of thing. Finding intelligent people to write things down on bits of paper costs quite a bit of money. And then the other thing is that we've been sent a beer, and the beer's been sent to us by PHi Brewing Company. And it's a 2.5% ABV Divine Proportion IPA beer. Now this was kindly sent to me by Rob from the company, and the idea behind this, and I've seen this, I'll be honest with you, I've seen this quite a few times, this trying to find the knack of, let's be honest, selling, if you like, a lower ABV beer with the amount of flavour that you would normally get from like a 4 or 5% ABV beer. Let's get it out into a glass and see what we get. So we're going to talk about the plans in a moment, but I want to talk to you about this beer first and foremost. Let's get a beer out, is it? So there we go. 2.5% ABV. It has a pretty decent head on this beer, doesn't it? Fair play. Kind of a one finger white head. Good levels of carbonation in the beer. Golden amber coloured beer. It's not can conditioned. There's not much in the way of kind of haze there or sediment in the bottom of the glass. Let's get the aroma on the beer. Smells really nice. So the promise here, as is the promise with a lot. See, we've gone through, I'd say the last 5 years, from 2019, 2024, 2025, there's been a lot of kind of like 0.5% beers trying to claim market share. You see the likes of big companies trying to promote 0% ABV beer. For me personally, I have zero interest. I have zero interest in non-alcoholic beer. It's just not for me. I'd rather make a cup of tea. But back in 2012, 2013, even some of the regional brewers tried this kind of, I remember Fuller's brought out some kind of table beer, and that was about 2.5% ABV. And the reason for that, back in 2013, we've seen a load hit the supermarkets, was this very fact that the taxation had changed. If you brewed a beer below 2.8% ABV, the tax threshold came down an awful lot. So all of a sudden we've seen this big spat of 2.5% ABV beer. It didn't quite last, because I think the regional brewers had a go at it, and I mean this with the greatest of respects. They probably didn't really put that much effort into it. Now, what they're saying at PHi Brewing is that they really thought about this. They've really tried to nail the lower ABV market of beer. So lower calories, lower ABV, no hangover. That was important for Rob. No hangover on low ABV beer, but the same full flavour as a 5 or 6% ABV beer. So the aroma is quite nice. There's a little bit of sweetness in there, and it's quite hoppy. A little bit of malt. Let's get in. Cheers. That's okay. It's okay. It's quite refreshing, first and foremost. It's quite refreshing. It's quite hoppy. Carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releases more of the flavour. It's quite a nice beer, actually, on second taste. You get a lot of malt. There's a lot of crispness in there. There's a lot of dryness in there. It's spicy, peppery. It's quite hoppy on the back end. A lemon, like a slight lemon and lime flavour coming through. It's that situation of, where do you drink it? Here's the question, where do you drink this? I fully respect it, I fully understand it, and there's a lot of people now drinking lower alcohol beers. In fact, the younger generation are not drinking at all, are they? Which is quite scary. I was reading the other day that German beer sales are down like 10% over a decade, and they've never seen that sort of thing before. It's just the youth are not drinking. Where does this sit in my life? Where would this sit in my life? Do you know when you're invited to a lunchtime barbecue? And you know the person who's invited you to the barbecue loves a drink, and you're already thinking to yourself, this could be a long day. This could be a long day. You know, 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon barbecue, finishing 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night. We've all been there. This would be handy for those first couple of hours. Do you know where you want to keep yourself steady? You know, you don't want to go too mad at a barbecue at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, embarrass yourself, start talking politics and religion and all this other stuff, which you should never do when you're drinking. You know, this sort of beer would refrain you from doing that. It's tasty too, and you wouldn't. It's a beautiful day out there, and I'm looking out at the blue sky, thinking, yeah, you know what, this is a perfect lunchtime beer. Drinkable, it's refreshing, there's enough malt quality in there, nicely carbonated, it's hoppy, there's a bitterness on the back end. Yeah, pretty decent. Let's rate it, and then we'll talk about our plans. The full flavour they're claiming on the can, yeah, I'm going to give them that. That's a full flavoured IPA for 2.5% ABV. I like that enough to give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. On to the plans. Right. Here we go. So we've had the plans approved. I'm standing here in the conservatory. French doors going out the back. French doors, it used to be the back doors, by the way, coming out into the conservatory. There's the kitchen space there. We have a door and a window there, and a big stone column in the middle. What I want to do is exactly what that red mark is doing there. I want to take that out, and I want to make, it should be quite a large kitchen diner. In doing that, where is it? Here we are. Here's the fun bit. I've already ordered the steels. I ordered the steels the day this was approved. It's a 1/2 metre thick stone wall. I'm not sure if you can see there, I've got to have 3 RSJs, 3 steels. 3 steels. And those steels have got to be bolted together. Can you see that? So padstone there, 3 steels in. Got all my, I refurbished my, just yesterday. So I plan on publishing this video today. So this will be probably out in the next hour or so. Yesterday I bought a can of WD-40 and I refurbished, because I've just left them out the garden. I had nowhere else to put them. My RSJs, not RSJs, my flipping acro props, sorry. I got about 8 acros that had been left in the garden from the work I did a few years ago. So can of WD-40, took them all apart, got all the rust out of them, sprayed the thread, moved the bar around, the way you raise it, moved that all the way, made sure everything was perfect. Because what I don't want, say I need to grab one of those acro props quickly, what I don't want is it to be seized, covered in concrete, not able to move the spinning thing around and get it. I needed to work very, very quickly. Made sure all the pegs were okay in there, just had a good look at them. So I spent an hour yesterday spraying up the acro props with WD-40, which is a spray. If you're watching around the world, it's a spray oil. Lube them up, basically. So my plan, first of all, is to live stream as much as this is possible. So look out. Might be like I'm recording this on a Monday the 28th, I think it is today, of April. If the steels can come by Thursday, Friday, I might do a little bit of live streaming Thursday, Friday. I might live stream taking the window out, the door out, live stream putting the padstones in. So I need 2 padstones cut at 540 mil, and they need to be 6 by 4, 6 inch by 4 inch padstones that are on the plans here. I'm going to get them cut because I haven't got an angle grinder. I haven't got a disc cutter. So I'm going to go to a place called Leckwith Concrete and I have those made. And then I'll be fitting the padstones. But I've got to move windows first and get some of this junk out the way. So yeah, we're going to live stream it. We're going to live stream as much of this possible, as much of this is possible. There won't be much in the way of me talking to you guys on the live stream because I'll be working. But I just felt like, because you've been watching this channel in the kitchen for the last 15 years, and then for the last 5 years of that we've been out in the conservatory, I want you guys to come on the journey with me. I want you guys to be on this journey with me. We're taking out a big castle wall here. It's a big old wall. It's a little bit scary. I'm doing it myself. Yeah, I'm going to live stream it. I want you to be on this journey with me. So thanks for watching. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.